Hello everyone, it's me, Ellen. You know Bachelor Nation is full of drama, tears and roses. But did you ever notice the art? Tucked between the rose ceremonies and dramatic dates, there's a world of watercolor art inspired by the show. It sounds odd, but it's true. Since 2002, as the show unfolded, artists were quietly painting the moments we all talked about. First kisses, tearful goodbyes, the tension of a rose ceremony, captured in dreamy watercolors. These paintings are like a visual diary, freezing the hope, tension, and romance in time. It's a way for fans to connect with the show on a whole new level, not just watching, but feeling and creating. The show itself even started to embrace art, with dates where contestants painted together. This connection between reality TV and art has created a unique corner of pop culture. Where else can a dramatic breakup become a beautiful painting? It's proof that even guilty pleasures can inspire real creativity. So, let's dive in and see how a reality show about love sparked its own art movement. Ready? Let's go! Scene trimmed for pacing and focus. 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 In the early days, Bachelor Art was a secret club. Fans shared simple, heartfelt watercolors online. Soft pinks, blues, and yellows capturing the fairy tale. Artists painted dreamy portraits of Alex Michelle, Trista Rehn, and iconic roses. The focus was on hope and romance, not drama. A single rose could mean hope, joy, or heartbreak, delicately rendered in watercolor. The imperfect, bleeding colors mirrored the unpredictable journey of love on the show. These paintings were love letters to the idea of romance. No famous artists, just passionate fans connecting through art. They built a community, sharing tips and encouragement. It was about personal expression and celebrating the show's spirit. This era laid the foundation for everything that followed. It proved there was an audience for this kind of art. The first seed of a dramatic, beautiful garden was planted. Then, everything got bigger. Drama, the show, and the art. Iconic leads like Sean Lowe and Caitlin Bristow inspired a new wave of creativity. The show started featuring art-themed group dates, painting, songwriting, even plays. Watercolor art shifted. More dynamic, colorful, and bold. Artists captured not just portraits, but action and emotion, funny, awkward, passionate moments. The art reflected the show's evolving tone, more real, more complicated. Ben Higgins' season had contestants create art about their journey, a turning point. Now, art was part of the show's DNA. Fans painted not just the people, but the art made on TV, art imitating art. Social media, especially Instagram, changed everything. Artists could instantly share their work, tag contestants, and sometimes get featured by the stars themselves. The community grew, and the art was out in the open for all to enjoy. It became a celebration of creativity, connection, and the show itself. Today, Bachelor Art is more diverse and experimental than ever. The cast and the art reflect a wider range of stories and styles. Artists push boundaries, abstract, expressive, and emotional. It's not just about painting a rose, it's about capturing the feeling of a moment. Swirls of color, hazy shapes, and bold textures convey intimacy, excitement, and drama. Social commentary is now part of the art. Race, representation, mental health. Artists celebrate milestones like Matt James as the first Black Bachelor. The art helps the community process big topics, not just romance. Humor thrives too. Watercolor memes, caricatures, and unforgettable moments. The art brings fans together, balancing deep emotion with laughter. This era is rich, diverse, and still growing. Scene trimmed for brevity. 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 Who are these artists? Many started as anonymous fans painting at home. As Bachelor Art gained popularity, some artists became stars, selling prints, gaining followers, even appearing on TV. One pioneer, the Rose Painter, was among the first noticed by cast members. Her classic portraits capture personalities and inspired others to take Bachelor Art seriously. Newer artists are more experimental, like those painting emotional landscapes of the rose. Instead of faces, they paint the drama's sharp angles for conflict, soft pastels for romance. The art form keeps evolving, moving from documentation to interpretation. These artists have built a supportive, collaborative community. They host live painting sessions during episodes, promote each other, and celebrate creativity. They've turned a guilty pleasure into genuine inspiration. The artists are the heart of this movement, telling the story one brushstroke at a time. Scene trimmed for brevity. 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 So, what's the big picture? Inspiration can come from anywhere, even a reality show. Bachelor Watercolor Art proves that pop culture and art are deeply connected. For over 20 years, artists have captured the show's story with paint and paper. The future looks bright. New seasons, new artists, new inspiration. Imagine digital watercolors, animated art, or virtual reality galleries of iconic moments. As long as there are roses and heartbreaks, artists will keep painting. This art validates fans, turning their passion into something meaningful. It elevates the experience, creating a space for creative expression. The art celebrates both the show and the community around it. Next time you watch The Bachelor, think of the artists at home, ready to paint the next masterpiece. It's the magic of turning reality into romance, and romance into art. The story is still being painted, and I can't wait to see what comes next.